The Vaki Studios. Nice effect with the paint and the oil. Clement Quering as John Poe, aka Poe. Leah Connard as Alice Munro. Justin McElroy as the voice of Frankie. Tim Coles, director. Jason Impey, dope. Jordan Doyle, editor. Dope is director of photography. Garrett Foy, soundtrack. I.C. Clarke, title music. Created by Linda and Tim Coles. Cows.
Dark Nights.
With Poe and MUNRO.
Episode 1. Frankie. We see lightning, we see a house. That's Ellis' apartment.
Listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe.
And MUNRO.
Oh, I can interact with those, right? They didn't give me, let me check. Okay, tracker freeze. They didn't give me, instruction on how to play the game. So it feels like I'm supposed to, press something. I don't know what. Did I broke the game? Oh, okay. Stabbing noise.
That gets me every time.
Lucky we're not in the shower then.
Why do girls always get stabbed in the movies?
I think it's a metaphor. Having said that, I'm an equal opportunity stabber.
Oh, pointy. How very noble.
And on that note, what's next, Munro?
It's on the schedule, silly.
I know that. I'm just making it sound like you have a choice.
Okay then. What shall I choose?
Okay.
Let me see.
Taking the clipboard.
I choose dreams and nightmares.
Dreams
And nightmares.
with
No, wait.
Poe and MUNRO.
I choose Poe's Curiosity Shop.
Welcome to Poe's Curiosity.
No, I've changed my mind again. I choose dreams and nightmares.
Dreams
And nightmares.
with Poe
Excellent
and
choice,
MUNRO.
Munro.
I didn't have one really, did I?
You always have a choice, Munro. But that doesn't mean you can change things.
Maybe you should try interpreting the next call this dream, Poe.
I fear I would lack your warmth and insight. You have the ability to turn even the most ghoulish visions into something hopeful.
Not always.
Do you suffer from nightmares, Munro?
Doesn't everyone?
Tell me about yours.
Well, there is this one I've been having lately.
Go on.
I can't see. I'm stumbling around trying to feel my way in the pitch black, but I keep bumping into people. It's like I'm trying to push through this crowd, but they don't know that I'm there.
Perhaps you're feeling isolated.
Maybe. But I'm not interested in them. They're just in my way. It's like I'm searching for something. The number 9.
Again with the number 9?
What does 9 represent, Poe?
Well, according to Dante, there are 9 levels of hell.
Well, I feel so much better now.
I did warn you. Perhaps you should help our next call. They're already waiting. Frankie, you're live with Munro.
Hi, Frankie.
What a beautiful voice you have.
Whoa, thank you. I think all voices are beautiful. What do you think to Poe's voice?
I hate it.
Nah.
Okay. So, what's your dream, listener?
I'm in August. And wherever I go, all I can hear is the radio. It's everywhere. It's loud and relentless, but there's this bird. She cuts through the noise and guides me. I listen to the bird, and I fall blissfully asleep.
That's very interesting. People dream about their surroundings a lot. And a dream within a dream? That's nothing to worry about either. What do you think, Poe?
I think you have a hardcore fan, Munro. What did the bird look like, Frankie?
Beautiful. Angelic. But it's trapped in a cage. A prison. But there's only one warden. And the warden is weak.
There's a warden.
Another bird. With a rumbling voice that makes me angry.
Nah.
It plumes its feathers, but my bird? The one that calls me? She's not interested in him.
And she's caged.
Munro, this is obviously a prank. He's talking about us. Trying to be funny.
But it's a dream.
I never said it was a dream.
Well, I think we've had quite enough of this.
Listen to the warden jangling his key.
Nah.
Don't you see he's imprisoned you, Ellis?
Well, Frankie, we don't use our first names on air, so I'm just gonna stop you there.
I'm gonna use a scissor.
I've cut the call.
Is that a good idea?
Well, what was I supposed to do?
Help him. He needed help.
Don't encourage him, Alice. These kinds of things must be nipped in the bud.
Are we still live?
Sorry, listeners. This was a very strange call. I hope you'll agree.
Frankie, if you're still listening, I do apologize for Poe. He can get very protective. I kind of get your analogy now.
Do I, Munro? Very well, then. Standing down.
Oh, listeners, we've upset him now. Poe's gone all frowny face.
There's a piece of paper that slid from underneath the... I'm gonna pick the piece of paper.
What's that?
This? Oh, it's nothing.
What is it?
It's nothing.
Give it to me.
How long is the break for?
Give it to me.
All in good time, so how long?
3 minutes?
Okay, I'm going to make some tea for us. You stay here.
You're making tea for me.
I do it all the time.
What's going on? Give me the note or I'm leaving.
Of course, we must have continued drama, mustn't we, Alice?
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm going to kill you.
What the hell, Poe? Why were you hiding this from me?
It's just some psychotic listener, that's all.
Frankie,
Not necessarily. We have lots of psychotic listeners.
how can you joke about this as a death threat? It's clearly a death threat.
I knew it would upset you, but I'm an old hand at this, Alice. People see you as a celebrity. It makes them do abnormal things, but they're just normal people.
When did you find it?
Someone slipped it under the door.
Just now?
Well, yes, but it's nothing to worry about. We've been getting them for the last few weeks.
Weeks?
Maybe a month.
So that could be a killer behind the door.
Maybe, but never when I've looked.
Poe,
It isn't locked, Alice. People can just walk in anyway.
Am I gonna open the door?
Poe.
There. I told you it was nothing to worry about. Tea?
You're not going out there. You're going live.
Understood.
I think I'm gonna go home.
Don't be like that.
How could you keep this from me? I thought you cared about me. What if I'd been killed?
Yeah, because the choices are not as okay. Here's the thing about the choice. They're not speech bubbles with phrase that I can say. They're like images, like talking to Monroe or looking at the note. What does looking at the note mean, you know? So I'm gonna talk to Monroe.
You know I'd never let anyone hurt a single hair on your head.
Well, that's not entirely true, is it?
I don't know what you mean.
You know exactly what I mean.
The Shapeshifting Detective game.
We're back with our listeners in 3, 2...
You'd have been a sacrificial shish kebab if it wasn't for me.
Oh, Bo, that sounds like a great story, but it'll have to wait. Because we're back with our listeners and more dreams and nightmares.
Okay, who's our next listener? It's Frankie again.
Put him through.
Frankie, you're live with Monroe.
I didn't finish what I had to say.
I'm sorry about that. You can carry on now.
Sometimes the radio gets too much. It makes me frustrated. So I go into the belly of the beast, and I hide, and I listen, and I wait.
So this is a dream that breaks into other dreams. Of course, there are no segues for dreams. Oh?
The belly of the beast. Have you been leaving messages, Frankie?
Yes, John. Yes, I have. Have you been getting them?
What did the messages say?
I'm going to kill you.
The door or cutting the call? I'm cutting the call. Monroe's cutting the
Sorry,
call.
Frankie, we seem to have lost you there, but if you're still listening, I think your dream expresses what a kind and gentle person you are deep down. And the fact that you want to protect the bird tells me that you would never hurt anyone in any way. And I think that's really special, Frankie. So, thank you for your dream. Don't!
I'm not hiding, Monroe.
I'll do it. If it's Frankie, maybe he won't hurt me.
You don't know that. And what if it's my wife?
I thought you said she didn't know.
What?
Hide.
She wants to say no. Okay, I'm gonna trust Monroe on this one.
No. If you're not hiding, then neither am I. Frankie? It's Alice. I'm opening the door so we can talk. Okay? Just you and me. Frankie?
Poe is behind her.
There's no one here.
I've had enough of this.
What are you doing?
He's calling the police.
I'll call her back on the line.
Maybe we should just carry on with the show.
Yeah, he's recalling the guy.
You know you want to.
She goes outside. The phone rings. The cell phone was left on the door. She's gonna pick up. Yeah, pick the cell. I have a choice of picking the fire extinguisher, like for a weapon.
Finally, you've picked up. Coward.
Poe, it's me. I found his phone.
Alice?
I've got his phone, but I don't know where he is.
Be careful, Alice.
I'm a safety girl.
The guy behind her tried to choke her. Poe behind, knocked him back. Knocked him on the head. Another hit for good measure.
Stop!
He hit his hit with the fire extinguisher. No, you didn't kill him. No way. Poe killed him. There's a bird flocking outside. Well. You have to mash.
When I was 12, my father died. He was riding his bike to work and he got hit by a bus. A school bus. My school bus. It was all over very quickly, but I was at the back of the bus and I could see everything.
What?
Didn't move. Didn't get up. Died instantly. But the image of it somehow stayed with me.
You think?
It doesn't anymore. I couldn't tell you what it looked like. Mother told me a secret. There's a way that you can make your memories disappear.
Can you make today disappear?
No. But you can. Pick one of these.
Orange and an apple. Okay, I'll pick the orange.
Now hold it tightly in your hands and close your eyes.
Now what?
Think of your most troubling memory from this evening and imagine the object you're holding is there. Picture it so you can see it.
Okay.
You have to make yourself believe that the object is there.
Okay, it's there.
Now open your eyes.
Now what?
Throw it away. When you throw it away, it will take that memory with it.
That's not how it works.
And if it doesn't?
It
Maybe-
definitely will.
Oh, a little kiss on the forehead.
Finally, tonight, police are appealing for anyone who might know the whereabouts of 35-year-old veterinarian Francisco Bilson.
Mr. Bilson hasn't been seen since the headless body of his business partner Jennifer Gordon was found in an industrial bin outside Lux Fitness. Is that the first murder in August, Poe?
This year, yes, but technically it's on the Stepford border. So whilst August police deal with it, the crime statistic is with Stepford.
Oh, that's cold.
Yes, indeed. Tonight's weather will be cloudy with scattered showers.
Yeah, make sure you cover your head.
Now, what happens when your very own Poe and MUNRO decide to play a game of truth or dare?
Oh my god.
Stay tuned to find out more later. But first, we want to hear from you, August. Got a guilty secret? Need to get something off your chest? Father Poe is waiting in the confession booth to absolve you of all your sins. Anonymously, of course.
And here's a message from our sponsor.
Do we have a sponsor?
How do we let him get away, Poe?
He just disappeared. He was dead.
Or he wasn't.
No breath.
Then who took him?
It would seem it was our guardian, eh?
Just hope he doesn't come back. I never want to hear that voice again.
He won't be coming back.
How can you be so sure? And why did you take off before the police got here? You left me to deal with everything.
Not everything. Not everything. Next time on Dark Nights with MUNRO.
Our funding's running out, isn't it?
Months ago.
How do we pay it back?
A radiothon.
In bed with Poe and MUNRO.
Lurkers, if you're out there just lurking, then give us a sign.
It's Millicent.
Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary.
The station shuts down. I don't know what I'll do.
You're safe now.
Dark Nights.
With Poe and MUNRO.
Okay. So here's the choice. Pilot. Okay, first impression, I could choose between knife, cat, and lightning. 27% choose the knife, like me. 43% choose the cat, and 30% choose the lightning. Frankie who? I cut Frankie's skull with 38%, and I could have played... You played an ident over Frankie, 62%. Special delivery, you trod on the note, 42%. You pick up the note, 58%. Frankie again, you cut Frankie's second call, 20%. You went to listen at the door, 53%. You called the police, 27%. And then let's be frank, you let Poe greet Frankie, 57%. And then you let MUNRO get Frankie, 42%. Scary corridors, you went for the phone in the corridor, 38%. You went for the fire extinguisher in the corridor. Everybody, 62% of people went for the fire extinguisher. They knew it was a trap. Poker face, you poked MUNRO on the sofa, 75%. You left MUNRO alone on the sofa, 25%. And not the only fruit, 55% picked the orange and 45% picked the apple. Don't know why I would... Okay, so... I liked how at the end of the episode, MUNRO kind of hinted like he took care of the body without admitting it to it. Like he took care of the body before the police arrived, and then, oh, the body is not there anymore. Just to protect MUNRO, like he said he would. So it's kind of freaky. I don't know if I can redo the episode, because there are a lot of choices I would have done differently. There's enough time. If there's enough time, I probably would. I can redo the episode if I want, but I want to see next episode still. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna replay the episode twice. The first one, I'm gonna try to pick the first one, because it's not always like left and right, up and down. It's not always easy to see like which choice I pick first. But anyway, let's go with next episode. Leah Connard as Alice Munro. Clemens Gehring as John Pope Poe. Aviana Snow as Millicent. Tim Coles director, Jordan Doyle editor. Should say Cowles. Garrett Force soundtrack, I.C. Clarke music. Created by Linda and Tim Cowles.
Dark Nights.
With Poe and MUNRO.
Episode 2, In Bed with Poe and MUNRO.
Our funding's running out, isn't it?
Months ago.
Poe! How are we still here?
My rainy day savings.
You can't use that. That's for you and your family.
No, you're right. Think of it as a loan.
Okay, well, how do we pay it back?
We send a seed of hope out to Lady August, and she blossoms it into fruitful return.
Or we could have a fundraiser.
Yes, a radiothon.
I'm thinking a 24-hour sponsored broadcast. We could call it In Bed with Poe and MUNRO.
You think people will pay us to Sleep together in bed for 24 hours.
A bed in?
Silly. You're not allowed to sleep.
Only in bed. It's a bed in, but they won't be sleeping.
Did we really need that camera?
Yes, Poe. It's proof that we stayed here for 24 hours.
Under the covers or on top, MUNRO?
Oh, you're such a gentleman, Poe. But I like being on top.
I'm sure you do.
Because I'm the boss.
Yes, and because it's been 12 hours and you haven't got under the sheets yet.
Oh, you're so observant, Poe. You're like Sherlock Holmes.
Oh.
Here we go. Welcome back, listeners. That was The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. We're now halfway through the show, and it's time to take your calls.
She's using a tablet to pick up the calls.
Callers. Is it working properly, Poe?
It is the witching hour. Maybe everyone's gone to bed.
So, you're totally alone.
Oh, we could have lurkers.
And now she's going under the sheets. Ha!
What do you mean, lurkers?
People that lurk but never join in. They're probably out there right now.
You mean listeners, right?
Lurkers, if you're out there just lurking, then give us a sign.
Oh.
I should take this since nobody's listening.
Buzzing. Somebody's buzzing.
Hello, darling.
Oh, it's his wife.
Yes.
MUNRO seems pissed.
No, I said I wouldn't be home for that.
She's going out of bed.
No, 24 hours. All at once. No, I'm not sleeping. We're broadcasting. Okay, then. Ta-da.
For anyone still listening, that was Poe taking a call from his wife.
MUNRO, as far as the listeners are concerned, I'm single and available.
Yeah, you act like it too.
Oh.
What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry. Lack of sleep.
Well, it's for a good cause, remember?
Sure. How much have we raised?
She looks exasperated by the number.
Well, thank you, lurkers.
We couldn't get scared without you.
Indeed. I'm getting a very strong sense of deja vu.
So some time passes by.
If you mean, have I ever been in bed with someone expecting greatness and then been sorely disappointed, then yeah, I'm getting deja vu.
It's that
Deja.
positive attitude that brings all the donors to the yard. Speaking of, dear residents of August, please keep donating, whatever you can afford. Let us keep making radio for you. There. We've got 15 minutes. What shall we do?
Bathroom.
Of course.
Freshen up, go back in, be a queen.
She hallucinated a presence behind the mirror. She turns back.
Hallucinating queen.
Okay, so that's lip gloss. The other is eyeliner. Yeah, let's freshen the makeup. Yeah, more red. More red on those lips, baby. Don't go over. Don't you dare go over. Pucker up. Smooch. Back on top of the sheets.
Monroe, you femme fatale.
Poe is under the sheets.
Sleepy, actually.
Your lips, so luscious. They're making me think things I should not.
Well, lucky that's there then.
Ah, yes. The camera.
Yeah.
Tiny piece of glass with an imaging sensor that protects us from evil.
Are you okay?
Standing on top of her.
Comfortable?
Door or him. I don't know. Fuck it.
What are you gonna do? Kiss me or host a radio show?
Look at you. You're perfect in every way. And I can never have you.
Oh, let's not get into this now.
You're like a beautiful butterfly. And the only way I get to keep you is to pin you into my collection.
I was going crazy. Whoa! He's choking her with the pillow.
Easy, girl. Easy now.
Why is he like that? He has a crazy face. It stopped. He removes the pillow. He gasped. Oh, he smeared the makeup.
There. We've got 15 minutes.
Okay,
Shall we?
she wakes up.
Sleep? It's only been 12 hours.
12 hours?
Yes. You look like you've seen a ghost.
I had a nightmare.
Dreams and nightmares with Poe and Monroe.
No. It was real.
Are you okay? Do you want to stop?
I'm fine.
Sleep deprivation, it can play tricks with the mind.
Yeah.
But how long was she sleeping?
So, 15 minutes.
I need the bathroom. Again.
Again?
Is she having Groundhog Day?
Dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tap.
She doesn't love you.
Who's that?
You know who I am. It's Millicent.
Talk to her or back on the phone? Back on the phone.
I just need to make a call. It's broken. Why?
I'm not leaving you again.
Is that a crazy fan? He seems to know her.
Make me.
This isn't real. I'm dreaming.
I've always admired your brain, Edgar.
Am I dead?
No, not dead. Just resting.
Are we in purgatory? Or hell?
Oh, Poe, always so fascinated by the macabre.
Monroe's in the bathroom, freshening up with cold water on top of her shoulder and neck.
No. No.
She doesn't want to go back. Fuck it, let's do it.
Fine. You don't want to be a door?
Oh, the door gone.
That's not right. Poe?
Oh, it's going to darkness. She cannot see her hand. She takes her hands out and she disappears.
And I'm Millie, remember?
I'm really not sure.
Well, let me remind you.
I'm gonna take the left choice always, even though it's never...
This is what you wanted. You want to be him.
Edgar Allan Poe?
Millicent Brand. You used to own this building when it was a halfway house.
Halfway between heaven and hell.
You died in a bath. Suicide. You slit your wrist.
You told me to do it so we could be together.
No. It's got nothing to do with Edgar Allan Poe. These stories are getting mixed up. Your halfway house was a front for illegal sex workers.
It was an honest exchange for services.
This was the 19th century. There was no honest exchange for anything back then.
And you think there is now? Edgar, please, stay with me.
Is she outside? Yes, she is. That door led to outside. And then there's a bunny. Or rather, a guy with a bunny head. Like a mascot. He seems to be holding something in his hand, like a sledgehammer or... Okay, let's smash to keep walking.
Poe! Is that you?
No. It's either a sledgehammer or axe. No, it's a guy with a
Poe?
bunny head mascot. Removes it. It's Poe.
Oh, thank God. Where are we? What's happening? Is it a dream?
The crowbar? It's a
What are you
cane
doing with that?
with a heavy pommel. Looks at her with anticipation. Hits her!
We've got 15 minutes. What shall we do?
It's like Groundhog's Day, but it's a loop.
What?
She's looping nightmares.
Come with me.
Where? We've got 15 minutes.
Come with me.
Alrighty. Where are we going, missus?
Poe? Are you really Poe?
Course, Governor. What's the jig?
And he disappears.
Poe.
And then she disappears too.
What is happening?
Then they reappeared inside of a kitchen, tied up
Poe?
to a chair, back to back.
Who is she?
That's your question.
Millicent.
Yes, that's a bit strange, Alice. Perhaps should have led with, why are we tied up?
Well, I thought maybe you could ask that.
A lover's kiss, Edgar. This new one not up to snuff.
What's she talking about?
She thinks I'm the real Edgar Allan Poe.
Well, you're named after him.
I'm not Poe. I'm Poe.
What's the plan? Poe?
Get out.
Okay.
I feel so weak, Alice. The rope's too tight.
I'd rather you stayed tied up, to be honest.
What? Why?
She doesn't care about you.
He's been killing me.
What?
Killing you, controlling me. He wishes he was Edgar, but he can never be. Never be.
That's why he's killing me?
No, that's your dream. You think he's killing you, smothering the person you could be.
Don't listen to her, Alice.
I'm so tired.
I'm happy it ends this way. With you.
Finally, Poe.
They try to grab each other's hands while they're tied up from their back.
I love you.
The figures are touching.
Do you hear that, Poe? Do you hear it?
Poe's fainted.
John? John, we need to end this. How do we get out of here?
Get woke. Lifesaver, what's this? Is that an alarm? They're still being filmed. They're holding hands on top of the sheets.
quickly.
Fire.
I don't know.
Is that a smoke detector? There's no smoke. Must be a gas leak or something.
Tell them what happened, Poe.
It's ghastly, really. Do they need to know?
Yes, they do.
All right, then.
Good boy.
Monroe and I almost passed away last week from carbon monoxide poisoning.
Oh no.
Yay.
That much should be obvious.
There would have been sign.
Our central heating system became blocked and started backing up carbon monoxide into the building.
But lucky I got that detector, eh, Poe?
Yes, indeed. But not so lucky for the young raven stuck in the flue.
What?
I didn't want to tell you because it's not very nice, but since you asked, the blockage was because a young raven had become stuck in the flue.
No. What happened?
From what the insurers could make out, it got stuck and then its mate came in after it. Both of them died together.
That's so sad. Everything dies.
Well, they're together now. Somewhere in distant Aden. But in our realm, they will be nevermore.
Let's change the subject. How much money do we raise for the station?
Actually, the insurance paid out quite a lot of money. It seems the installers had also been negligent by not including a protective barrier on the flue, so...
So the ravens died to save our show?
Yes, you could say that. Or a bungled building job almost killed us. So, glass half full.
Agreed.
Glass half full or half empty?
We shouldn't spend so much time in bed together, Poe.
Do you really mean that?
Perhaps.
Alright, there's always going to be an ambiguous
On Dark
relationship
Nights
between
with
them.
Poe and MUNRO. Yesterday in the August update, you said that Joe Watts had gone missing.
He'd gone to a friend's house after school and hadn't come back. So, what are you saying?
We worked the case ourselves. You be good cop, and I'll be bad cop.
Yes, I'd like to report a kidnapping, please.
Of course, that girl.
What are we supposed to do?
I don't have it's between the dots. I just see the final picture.
Dark Nights.
With Poe and MUNRO.
Okay, so there's going to be a recurring actor. Alright, so... Yeah, in case you're wondering, there's also always going to be an ambiguity in the relationship between Poe and MUNRO. It's all going to be in our mind because we get to choose if there is something between them or not. Like, Poe, as far as everyone knows, is public persona, is single and available, is a tortured soul, is like the reincarnation of Edgar Allan Poe. But it's all an act. MUNRO plays with it. Like, they're like light and darkness. Like, MUNRO is always the ray of hope, always try to cheer up, she's very nice and all that, and MUNRO is all sinking into the darkness, and he's attracted to the light, even though they shouldn't be together and stuff like that. But they're always going to be insinuating that something might have happened between them. And like in one of those situations in the Shapeshifting Detective, like it's causing a strain in his real life marriage, because Poe is married and he always wanted to confess properly to MUNRO, but that never happens. It will not happen here, obviously. And MUNRO already had a fling with someone else, another girl who happens to be dead, murdered. It wasn't Poe, of course, but anyway, it's like it's part of the lore. It's what's fascinating me at the same time. Like, they're together, but they might have feelings for each other, but they're never gonna be honest with each other's feelings. Like, they appreciate their company, they're good friends, that much we know. But is it going to go beyond? Hasn't been going beyond. None of these questions will never be answered. But they're gonna be playing that string. Like, did something more happen between them? Or will something more happen between them? We'll never know. So, is anybody there? 40% of the people, including me, made Poe phone ring. And 60% spooked MUNRO out of bed. Okay, so that was the second choice. Made up. 56% like me chose the lipstick. 44% chose the eyeliner. Who you gonna call? 76% choose to touch Millicent. And 24% like me chose to use Poe's phone. Field of Dreams. You avoided, 65% choose to avoid the not a door. It's very a word, not a door, like in one word. Not in three words, like not a door, like not a door. But 35% like me confronted the not a door. Ghostly visions. 38% like me pulled away from Millicent's hand, and 62% took Millicent's hand. Oh, they really went into this. Like, there were clips from the next time on Poe and MUNRO where she was in the bed. That didn't happen with us. So, escape plan. 27% choose to untie Poe first. 73% choose to untie MUNRO first. That was a plan? Okay. And then toxic relationship. You left Poe sleeping, 58%. And 42% like me choose to woke Poe up. Yeah, toxic relationship. Like, they were suffocating from carbon monoxide. If that would have happened, you would have the edges of your lips would turn blue and the tip of your fingers will change color before you're gonna get like very if your life was in danger. Anyway, continue. The Vicky Studios. Clemens Kearing and Jean Pope Poe. Leah Connard as Alice Munro. Guest starring Aislinn Death as Violet. Is that the same character from the Shapeshifting Detective? It's the same actress. Andrew LaCointe, Quentin, Ashley Cole, Miss Clay, Effie Willis, Wes Murray, Ingrid Evans as... I didn't read the rest. Tim Cole's director, Jordan Doyle editor, Garrett Ford soundtrack, Isaac and music. Created by Linda and Tim Coles.
Dark Nights.
With Poe and MUNRO.
Episode 3, Green with Envy.
Caller on line 3.
Is that a bad thing?
I changed the number after Frankie. He's the only one that knows it.
Oh!
Frankie's dead. We imagined all that.
So we take the call then?
Let's pick it.
Who is it?
Hello?
He will die if you let him.
Frankie!
Frankie?
The boy... The order you do things is important. I've seen them all.
Is this a prank? Frankie's dead. Who is this?
Listen, just listen. She will lie to you. She will get away. She will kill the boy. You can't change that.
What are we supposed to do?
I don't have the lines between the dots. I just see the final picture.
Okay.
I don't like that, Poe.
Me neither. And here's Yvette on line 2.
I love your show.
Thanks, Yvette. I love your accent. What's your question?
My question is, do you care about people?
That's a strange question.
It's an AMA, Munro. Ask me anything literally means ask me anything.
Yeah, I know. But do we care about people? Yes, of course.
Speak for yourself, Munro. I'm about myself.
So you don't care about people?
No, I do care about people. Just
I don't care about animals more.
So you care about animals more than people?
Is that a problem?
Excluded, of course.
So that's a yes and a no.
Wait one moment, Yvette. So if I was crossing the road at the same time as a cute bunny, and you could only swerve and save one of us, you would choose the bunny?
Okay, I'm gonna be a troll.
Probably.
You probably save the bunny?
Hypothetically speaking, we're saying a toy bunny had animated itself and was crossing the road. And I could hit you or the magical bunny.
Oh my god, Poe, it doesn't matter. You'd run me over to save a toy bunny.
Well, how fast am I going? And what are your odds of surviving?
I'd be dead. Well, this is a whole side to Poe I've never seen before. Does that answer your question, Yvette?
Yes, I think so. I do have another dilemma.
Maybe we can help Yvette.
I'd rather not say on air.
That's all right. Happy to help. It's about time for a short break anyway.
Stay on the line, Yvette.
We'll be back in 5 minutes to answer more of your AMA questions. Until then, here's something slightly more interesting instead. We're off.
Yvette?
I've got a hostage.
A hostage?
He's a boy from August I.
Why is he a hostage, Yvette?
I had a crush on him, but he turned out to be unpleasant.
So you kidnapped him?
No, I tugged his string.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yvette.
Not really. He has not woken up yet. But now that I've spoken to you, I'm probably just going to let him die. I like animals more than people anyway. Like Paul.
Yvette, I was joking with Munro.
Thank you for your help.
Did you get the number?
No, it's withheld.
Maybe she was joking.
We should call the police just in case. Tell them what was said.
Really? I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm gonna go pick left here.
Why aren't you sure?
I don't trust August police.
They're the police.
Exactly.
We don't even know who's been kidnapped.
Yes, we do.
We do?
Do you even listen to yourself reading the August update?
Not really. I normally drift off.
You drift off?
I imagine myself at the opera. I'm on stage, and there's this beautiful young lady in the front row. But she's dressed like a cat.
Okay. Let's circle back to that another day.
So what are you saying?
We work the case ourselves.
That boy could get hurt.
Not if we hurry up. Yesterday in the August update, you said that Joe Watson gone missing.
Ah, yes, I remember. He'd gone to a friend's house after school and hadn't come back.
What are the odds that Yvette has got Joe hostage?
Almost as high as Yvette not being her actual name.
I know the headmistress from the high school. Maybe we should talk to her.
Or maybe the parents. They asked for the story to be run.
Okay. Let's meet the parents.
Okay, so now they're leaving outside. view on the street at night. So there's a black guy.
Is Joe still missing?
Yeah, missing. Since yesterday.
We thought it was a prank, but we had a caller on the radio, a girl. She said she was holding Joe hostage.
Live on the radio?
No, we were off air.
Good. Have you told the police?
We, thought that should be your decision.
Thanks. Thanks for letting me know.
Are you going to call the police then?
I'll have to think about it.
It's not always a straightforward decision, Poe.
Although the police are supposed to be equipped for this sort of thing.
If that's all, I've got an early start, and I'd like to have some thinking time of my own.
I do think it's a mistake not to call the police.
Thank you for your opinion.
If you're not going to call the police, you might as well let Monroe and myself look into it.
Just tell me if you find out anything.
Of course.
Can I ask a few things?
Sure.
Can you tell us a bit about Joe?
He's good. He is good. He did a marathon last month to raise money for Dorothy May.
Dorothy May?
Yeah, she's an 80-year-old with an acoustic neuroma. He helped her with it. He mows the lawns for the old folks around here for free. He's really good.
Any reason someone might want to hurt him?
I've been thinking about this over and over again, and I just can't think of anyone who would.
Here's a picture of Joe. Let's see it.
Is this Joe?
Yeah, that's Joe.
Can we take this?
I'd rather you didn't. That's the only one I've got.
Sorry. Of course.
Can you take a picture with your cell phone then? So they're back in the car.
Do you think his dad killed him?
You think Joe's dead?
If Joe is dead, I bet his dad killed him.
He's just upset.
Why isn't he out looking for Joe himself?
He's probably over the limit.
He didn't seem that drunk.
Functioning alcoholic. I tried that on for a while.
Really?
We haven't got time. Come on.
Sorry, yes. What's next?
I think we should meet the head teacher now.
Where else is there to go?
Okay, so it's an old lady.
Are we breaking and entering?
Did we break anything to get this far?
No. All the doors were open.
We could search the whole school.
Is there
Automatic fire door kept clear.
Agreed.
So they got through the fire door inside an office. There's a file.
The register is for a Miss Clay, and Joseph Watts is one of her pupils. Where do you think Miss Clay resides?
Who knows? Maybe she's staying at August's guest house.
Sorry, it actually says here, August Guest House, room 6.
Poe.
Well, you did very well, my love.
Guest house it is then.
The guest house of August.
I have no idea who that is.
Violet. The guest house owner. So it's the same
I'm gonna talk to Miss
character.
Gallagher. You find Miss Clay.
Why don't I talk to Miss Gallagher? And you find Miss Clay?
I don't trust you talking to other redheads.
How do we know Miss Clay isn't a redhead?
Because she'd be called Miss Scarlet?
Sound reasoning.
Just go.
Be back in the car. Alright, so this is the guest house from the Shapeshifting Detective. Munro's here.
Hello.
It's Alice. Alice Munro?
from the radio?
Yeah, on the radio.
What brings you here, Miss Monroe?
One of your guests, actually.
Well, I'm happy to chat, but you will need to help me strip.
Oh. Okay.
The bed.
Strip the bed.
Like your dress.
It matches my patience. Long and unyielding. If you go around the other side, I find that tends to work best. I'm assuming this is about Miss Clay. She is my only guest.
Yes, the school teacher. One of her pupils has gone missing.
Yeah, they're removing the sheets and the pillowcase.
Hostage?
We had a caller on the radio. Someone calling themselves Yvette.
Violet's
Said
sitting
they're
on the
taking
bed.
This boy, Joe Watts, hostage.
Watts? Oh, yes. The family's been in August for a long time. They manufacture and sell fireworks, of all things.
I love fireworks.
Ghastly things. All that metal in our drinking water makes my thyroid throb just thinking about it.
They're fun though, right?
If you're an unethical hedonist,
I will Google that when I get home.
do.
Did you ever meet Joe Watts?
Never met him. August High is a grammar school, though, isn't it? So, presumably, he's clever enough or rich enough to be there.
And Yvette?
Yvette. Yes, I did have an Yvette stay here last year. I think her family were just passing through, though. Her mother was an electrical engineer for a big television company. She did fix my reception, though. Do you think that's her?
Was she Britishy?
Oh yes, Britishy. That quintessential accent of the United Kingdom.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude.
It's okay, Miss Monroe, I'm just teasing you. No, she was Russian.
Yvette had a French accent. If you think of anything that might help, please give me a call at the radio station.
Surely you want me to call the police if I notice anything?
Okay, keep picking
He
left.
called us first, if that's okay.
Do the police know what's going on?
His dad doesn't want the police to know.
Very well, then. I shall do as I'm told.
Thank you. I know we're gonna find him.
Neighborhood watch. She picks up the phone.
Hello? Yes, I'd like to report a kidnapping, please.
Oh.
Well, I didn't get much out of Miss Clay. She said Joe was a litter bug.
So she's an eco-warrior.
Yes. I wish we could have recycled our meeting, actually. How was Miss Gallagher?
Kinda dominant. I liked her.
Maybe I shouldn't let you hang around with other redheads.
Maybe you shouldn't.
Let's circle back to this later. Did she say anything useful at all about Joe?
She said Joe's parents sold fireworks.
I suppose that could be useful. Anything else?
She said the only Yvette she knew was Russian, and an electrical engineer, so I'm guessing that's not our Yvette.
Did she say anything about Miss Clay?
Not really. I probably should have asked more questions. I got distracted.
Seems we're out of leads. I'm still up for visiting the headmistress again.
We could drill Miss Gallagher some more.
Give it up, Alice.
I'm trying.
The headmistress, then?
I want to go to the headmistress.
Let's see Dallas Umber.
Dallas Umber?
Want to play good cop, bad cop?
Do we have to?
Okay, you be good cop, and I'll be bad cop.
You're going to rough her up?
No, just if you think she's not telling us everything, leave it to me, and I'll get the goods.
I'm not going to lie.
I would. She's coming.
Can I help you?
Miss Umber, I was hoping you could help us with the missing pupil.
Told the police everything yesterday.
We just had a caller this evening, claiming they kidnapped a boy. Any idea where he might be?
Missing.
So that's it? There's nothing else that you can tell us?
That's it.
Miss Umber, is there something you're not telling us?
Oh, he's doing the do the bad cop.
Very well then. We'll be on our way.
Oh, wow, good job.
She said she's told us everything. There's nothing else to see here.
Wow.
Thank you for your time, Miss Umber.
Wow.
Good night, Miss Munro.
Wow.
Yes, you can do more of that in the car. Let's hurry along.
Wow.
Well, we're at the guest house.
Wow.
Come on, Munro. You know I'm a gentleman.
Thank God for women, then.
I'll talk to Miss Clay.
Fine. I'll talk to Miss Gallagher.
Okay, let's try Miss Gallagher. Miss Clay, sorry.
Good luck then. Let's hope Miss Clay is less frosty.
Any news on Joe?
No, I'm sorry. I actually had something to ask you.
Oh, really? Well, I'm not sure how much use I'll be, but go on.
Are you married, Miss Clay?
No, I don't believe in it. Anyway, like I said, I never settle anywhere for too long.
Where was your last school?
This is my first appointment in quite a while, actually.
But before that?
Well, this is my first appointment ever.
I see. Does Miss Umber know that?
Yes. It's on my CV.
And your CRB checked?
Yes, it's called DBS now. I'm clean as a whistle.
Sorry, I just wanted to check.
Well, teachers don't usually get employed with criminal records.
And you had no other jobs before this one?
I've had plenty of unpaid fundraising jobs. Not usually something you put on your CV.
Fundraise?
Yes, oceans, rainforests, some small charities you've probably never heard of.
And they're all environmental charities?
Yes, Mr. Pope. The Earth needs saving too.
It's funny that you said Joe was a litter bug.
Why?
Because that's something that must upset you, considering your choice of charities.
Do you think I'm a kidnapper?
No, you don't sound like Yvette. Just trying to make connections.
Miss Clay doesn't seem to know about anything, unless it's an eco issue.
Maybe you're just not prodding her in the right places.
You're welcome to talk to her too.
We don't have time, Poe. The good news is Miss Gallagher gave me a name. Wes Marie Bolton.
Excellent. And the address to go with?
Hunger Lane.
Off Beaconsfield Drive. I know it.
People don't normally want to hear what I have to say.
We do.
She looks
You wanna
young.
hear about Joe Watts.
If I tell you what I think, I'll topple my meds.
Well, we don't want to get you in trouble. Just tell us what you can.
Don't be silly, Poe. We're not gonna tell anyone. You can tell us anything.
Okay, I'm gonna pick the left choice.
It's okay. You can trust us. We're from the radio.
It's Miss Clay. She ran this after school club, Greenfly. I was in it. She made us make a list of those with the most environmental impact in our class. I did it. It was me. I made the list. Joe was third on it and the third person to go missing. You have to help him, you need to!
It's okay. We're gonna help. You just need to take a breath.
You left them in the woods. At Hell Park. You have to hurry. She'll kill him if they don't pay.
The woods.
Ransom?
His parents. He is being ransomed. If they pay, she'll donate the money to charity. It's sick.
Ah, okay.
And what if they don't pay?
I don't know. I have no support.
What did you see, Rosemary?
Miss Claire. She was turning him into trees.
Huh?
A what now?
A dryad. Someone who's part human, part tree.
We need to go.
How Park?
Yeah. Where's Marie? Where's Marie? You did good. We're gonna save Joe. You wait here and we'll be back.
It's morning.
Joe! Joe! Joe!
Oh, they found him tied to a tree.
He's alive. Only just. We need to get him out of here. Miss Clay?
No, she's not here. You're safe.
She's a tree.
It's okay, Joe. We're going to get you home.
You're both. Monroe, we have a fan.
I'm just trying to untie you, Joe. Can you stand up for me?
Alright, he's untied. He can barely stand up. They're resting on everybody's shoulder. They drag him out of the wood.
It's okay. I can walk.
Yes or no? Let him walk?
Steady.
Oh, he fell.
Miss Clay did this.
She kidnapped you.
Yeah. After school. In a car.
You got into her car?
She offered me a lift. Didn't think I'd end up being tied to a tree.
How long have you been out here, Joe?
Just today. She said this was the end.
Ooh.
I was blindfolded.
Was it Miss Clay?
No,
Somebody with a French accent.
it was a French girl.
Yeah.
A French girl was helping Miss Clay.
Let's get you home.
Joe's sleeping,
Hey,
The
Joe.
thing is that he's safe.
and I'm 50,000 poorer.
You pay the ransom still?
I'm glad he's back. Thank you for getting to him so quickly.
You didn't tell us there was a ransom.
Well, there was, and I paid it. They said he'd be in the woods.
Did Joe say anything about who kidnapped him?
He said it was his teacher, Miss Clay.
Nothing about Yvette?
There was a French girl that was helping her. He didn't see her.
I'm just glad he's home.
Do you think they'll catch Miss Clay?
Only if she wants to be caught.
Do you think Joe was ever in any real danger?
Probably. There's still 2 missing students.
I thought environmentalists loved the planet, including all the humans on it.
I think most of them do. They're always fanatics, Monroe, in everything.
I'm going to plant a tree tomorrow, in our yard.
Maybe we should look into solar panels.
Can we even afford next month's rent?
It's not next month yet.
Come
Do
on.
you think the whistle means anything?
I blew one and couldn't hear anything. It's some kind of dog whistle.
We never found out who Yvette was either.
Some things will always remain a mystery, Monroe.
Meanwhile, was Marie's reading.
Un moment, maman. J'ai fait mes devoirs.
That was her mom. She wants to go. Yvette called her to go to dinner. She said, "One moment, I'm doing my homework."
Next time on Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
We have a special treat for you tonight. Madame Baratsky claims to have helped hundreds of clients discover their previous selves. Monroe, are you ready to meet your past self?
I was born ready. I'm Elizabeth. That's what you were going to ask, isn't it?
Dark Nights.
Wait, that was one of the patient. Yeah, the last one. When the girl introduced herself as Elizabeth, I recognized the office. That was the office of Dr. Dekker. So we're probably gonna meet Dr. Dekker here. That would be fun if that was the case. So anyway. Okay, so the line's dead. 79%, including me, took Frankie's call. 21% cut Frankie's call. The rabbit in the headlight, of course, 64% choose to save Monroe. 36%, just like me, save the bunny. Use the force. Oh, the force with a capital F. You chose to call the police, 25%, and 75%, including me, choose to solve the case alone. PTA, you visit Joe's parent first, 24%, or visited Joe's school first, 76%. Wow. Violet or Clay? So 58% choose to see Violet with Monroe, or we could have choose to see Miss Clay with Poe first, at 42%. Good cop, bad cop. You let Monroe question Dallas 30%. You let Poe question Dallas 70%. So yeah, I mean, what would she tell us? Like the headmaster? Like, come on. And then playing favorites, you let Poe deal with Rosemary 42%. You let Monroe deal with Rosemary 58%. And then we have Fall Guy. You managed to keep Joe on his feet 63%. You failed to keep Joe on his feet 37%. But would there be a moment, like, is there a way in the story where we would have been too late? Like, we'd go to the tree and, because the guy was already, like, choose not to call the police. Like, if we would have called the police, would there be any trouble? I don't know. So let's continue. So, Leah Connard as Ellis Monroe. Clemens Caring as John Pope. John Pope. Lara Lemon as Madame Baratsky. Tim Cole's director, Jason P. Dope. Jordan Doyle, editor. Okay, so there's no more characters. Only those three. Garrett Force, soundtrack, and I.C. Clarke. Title music. Created by Linda and Tim Cowles.
Dark Nights.
With Poe and Monroe.
Episode 4. Everybody changes.
Maybe we should have a safe word.
If you're worried,
I'm worried I won't like it.
then we should definitely have it. What do you think, Miss Baratsky?
It's Madame.
I'm sorry, Madame Baratsky.
You must feel relaxed. So if a safe word would help, then yes.
What should it be?
Banana or doll?
Banana. Banana it is.
Banana.
Banana. Banana. Banana. Sorry, I'm just practicing.
Places, everyone. And we're live in 3, 2... Welcome back. As promised, listeners, we have a special treat for you tonight. Madame Baratsky is a past life regression therapist who claims to have helped hundreds of clients discover their previous selves, from ancient Egyptian concubines to Cold War spies. Welcome, Madame Baratsky.
Thank you for having me.
And of course, it wouldn't be our show without my better and more beautiful half. Say hello, Monroe.
Hello, Monroe.
Monroe has bravely volunteered to be put to sleep by Madame Baratsky this evening.
You make it sound like euthanasia.
To wake you up again, aren't you?
Of course.
Why the long pause?
Do it, Poe?
Dodgy knee. In just a moment, Madame Baratsky will put Monroe into a trance.
I prefer hypnotic state.
Into a hypnotic state. And we'll ask her to describe what she sees. Later on, we'll be taking your calls. Have you lived before? Do you remember any past lives? Or is it all just a money-making racket? Let us know. Monroe?
Yes, Poe?
Are you ready to meet your past self?
I was born ready.
Let's hope you were reborn ready. Madame Baratsky, take it away.
Now, Miss Monroe, please relax. Close your eyes and focus on the sound of my voice. Listen to nothing else but my voice.
She's doing some movement, like waving her hands throughout the whole body. No speaking.
Focus on your arms. Feel how heavy they are. Feel them sink into the chair and pull you into the deep, deep dark. Let the darkness consume you.
The nose is twitching. Sorry.
Sorry, I had an itchy nose suddenly.
It won't work if you fidget.
I'm sorry, I'll be still.
Let's start again. Listen to my voice and nothing else. Focus on your arms. Feel how heavy they are. Feel them sink into the chair and pull you into the deep, deep dark. Let the darkness consume you.
I'm gonna choose the bottom with the and.
Good.
Oh, it worked.
She is fully relaxed and suggestible.
Okay, because
Now you've crossed into a life you've lived before.
I could have still picked up
You
and...
remember who you are?
Yes.
Monroe says she can remember a previous life.
Shh. Do not rush. Let the world come to you.
She was mimicking a sign of drinking, hinting that there was alcohol in his breath. No, okay, now I guess what he tried to mean.
Let the world envelop you. Step into the world and become your former self.
Water or coffee? I'm gonna give her water. Oh, she will pick water. She wanted to drink. She wanted something to drink.
Now tell me what you see.
Oh, she's using the sound of the water dripping. So yeah, this is the office of Dr. Dekker. She used to be a patient there? It's even the music from Dr. Dekker. It looks like her, with different hair and no makeup. There's a question box.
I'm Elizabeth. That's what you were going to ask, isn't it?
Yes or no?
Being right. It's a gift and a burden. Where's Dr. Dekker?
On the boat or question mark? I'm gonna say on the boat.
He's gone sailing. Weird. I've been coming here for months, and I don't really know anything about him. What did he tell you about me?
There's a cup of tea, there's a man and a woman, and a knife. Very abstract. So yeah, Dr. Dekker is dead and we're the replacement. That's so nice, it's like a tie-in. I'm gonna choose the glass of wine. Yeah, he told me you'd be drinking.
My drinking problem. Yes, that's my cover story. Actually, I probably do drink too much. Let's play a game, Doctor.
Okay.
You're very accommodating for a therapist. You think of something, then I'll guess it.
Okay, so wave, triangle, or square? I'm gonna go with wave.
You're thinking about waves. Like the ocean. Don't say anything. I mean, you haven't said anything since you arrived. Do you believe me now? That I can read your mind?
Yes or no? But because usually Dr. Dekker would deal with patients that would think have superpower or we're trying to cure them. So if I say yes, that would enable her. But that's not my job as a therapist, you know? I'm gonna say yes.
Good. You believe me? I lose a lot of friends right about now. Something happened at work. The dry cleaner's in town. I can't switch it off. As soon as I lock eyes with a person, I get their thoughts.
Oh. Eyes, or what's this sign? Iron? Oh, dry cleaners. Okay, so let's talk about the eye contact.
It's like tuning a radio. If I look at someone, I hear their thoughts. Anyway, there's this guy who walks in with a suit. It's got a stain on the trousers near the zipper. And all he's thinking when he drops them off is, Sharon can't pick these up, Sharon can't pick these up. So he starts screaming at me that he needs the hour service or he'll have me fired. So I call the manager.
Okay, talked about the pants.
I guess Sharon, who doesn't want to pick them up, is his wife? Or girlfriend? Either way, he clearly doesn't want her to see the stain. But Sharon is also the name of my manager. I call Sharon over anyway. Sharon! Sharon! This guy's face is a picture, but he's holding it together. Sharon comes over preoccupied. She's thinking about the washing machines. She is the manager, so she normally does that, but this time was different. She was thinking about Nisha. Spinning away in one of them.
Okay, let's talk about the girl.
Nisha. She's a part-timer, waiting to start uni. Sweet looking, but salty. Anyway, the store manager hears shouting and comes over. The customer, let's call him Ed, says that we shouldn't be advertising something we can't deliver. Says he's a lawyer and he'll sue us. The store manager, whose name I intentionally forget, says he'll sort it out. Sharon, in the meantime, has gone ashen.
Okay, let's talk about Sharon.
I lock onto Sharon's eyes, and I see it again. Nisha, spinning away in a machine. At this point, I'm guessing Sharon has a fantasy about killing her. Ed finally gives in, throws his suit at me, and leaves. The manager looks at me and says, "Can you work your magic hands over his trousers?" He's thinking of me topless, in a hot tub, but with way bigger breasts. And some other things I'd rather not remember. Knowing people's thoughts eats your soul.
Okay, they want to talk about the topless part or the pants? I'm gonna keep the top options always.
Fine. I guess I painted the picture you might as well think it. Thanks for letting me wear a bra, though. They're still too big. Anyway, I take it round back to start working on it. And that's when I see her. Nisha. Like a ragdoll in a hurricane. Just spinning inside this big machine. Her face smashing against glass and metal. Blood pouring out of every opening. She's a mess.
Okay.
Can you see any jewelry? A ring, maybe?
Yes. A ring.
Good. I need you to get it for me. Do you understand?
I understand.
Well, this is fascinating, August. We'll be back with more of Munro's past life in just a moment. What's going on?
I'm helping Alice uncover her past.
Why does she need to get this ring?
Oh, it's just a technique I use.
I think you should bring her back now.
It would be dangerous at this point.
Then do it at whatever point it won't be.
Quiet. I'm trying to concentrate.
Getting back into the mind. There are 3 fast forward signs, one with a girl icon, what with the washing machine icon, and what with a tombstone. So I'm gonna pick the girl.
Sharon's in a psychiatric hospital now.
Handcuff, fingerprints, or back?
They arrested Sharon for Nisha's murder. Sentenced to 18 years. One for each of Nisha's. Is that enough? Maybe murder should be punishable by death.
Yes or no?
People don't change, do they? They just get worse.
There's a picture of an house, picture of a gavel, picture of a fingerprint, and then rewind button. I'm gonna pick the house.
I did see Sharon once after the trial. She didn't talk. But in her head, all I could see was Nisha going round and round. Her mind was literally stuck like a broken record.
Okay, let's go with the gavel.
I watched the trial from the gallery. Not many people made eye contact with me, but Sharon did. She wanted to die. Really die. I don't think she killed Nisha.
Okay, so there's a badge with a question mark, so probably it's regarding the police.
Sharon's defense.
Oh.
She said Jared killed Nisha. The Umbrella Man.
Pick icon of an umbrella.
Jared's the Umbrella Man. It's a nickname. We were on a works do and it started raining, and then Jared pulls out this tiny umbrella out of nowhere and then gets handsy with any girl stupid enough to duck under it. Hence, Umbrella Man.
Fingerprints.
Sharon's fingerprints were all over the machines. And her husband was having sex with Nisha.
So
That's
motive.
what the jury needed. Nobody saw her do it though. She just didn't have a good enough lawyer. People with money get away with murder all the time though. Don't they?
Kinda, yeah. I'm gonna say yes.
Is there anything rich people can't buy?
It looks like a couple kissing. It probably means happiness.
Nisha worked for Sharon as a housemaid. That's how she met the husband. It's so cliche. Nisha was desperate for money, and he was desperate for attention.
Dollar side, dustpan side. Okay, I'm gonna go with the dollar sign.
I never told anyone this, but Nisha charged Sharon's husband for sex.
Oh.
I mean, she said she would have done it anyway, but since there was a chance of getting paid...
Yeah, they're clean house lady.
I think Sharon knew. Would you pay someone to have sex with you, Doctor?
I would. Yeah.
I'm not offering.
No.
I just like throwing out the occasional risque question and then reading people's minds. You get the truth that way.
So, dustpan.
Nisha
Feather
was
duster.
good.
Yeah, good.
What can I say? Often I'd go to the back of the machines to hoover the lint trays out, and Nisha was there with Jared, hoovering away already.
Okay, so let's go with the washing machine. She's closing up.
They closed down the store for a while so the real cleaners could come in. They got rid of all the blood. It wasn't just blood. Her skull had split open and was grating against the metal drum. Some of her teeth. Sorry, Doctor. What did you want to know?
About the machine, about Erlenmeyer. That must be chemical or test result, I don't know, and this is a lock. I'm gonna go with washing machine.
Sharon's fingerprints were the only ones on the machine.
Oh.
Actually, hers and Nisha's.
Hmm.
The police thought she'd struggled against the machine, trying to fight Sharon. Nobody heard anything, though.
Okay, how about Erlenmeyer?
Berg. Perchloroethylene. It's what they use in dry cleaning machines.
Okay.
But Nisha didn't drown. The spin cycle broke her spinal cord, so she was paralyzed for a few minutes while her face mashed into everything.
Yikes.
Shock probably got her first.
Okay, the lock.
Yeah. Dry cleaning machines have huge locks. There's no way of shutting yourself in. You really have to get a friend to help. Or manager.
I see. So, RIP must be... it's regarding the death.
Nisha kissed me once, so...
What?
I slapped her.
Okay. Kissy face, hand, thought bubble, Ames reticle, and washing machine.
We were in the machine room. She said she'd got something in her eye and would I take a look? So I did. Her irises were lovely and big, dilated. And while I was looking, she just kissed me. But her mind, it was beautiful, shimmering. And then when she kissed me, it all fell away. All that was left was shame, fear, repulsion. So I slapped her.
Thought bubble.
What did Nisha think about? Nisha thought about Jared a lot. She hated him, but she also wanted to sleep with him at the same time. It's pretty common. I'm sure there's an interesting scientific term for it.
Hello, Alex the Observer. How you doing? How you doing? Yes, this is... don't get the soundtrack fool you. We're not playing the Dr. Dekker. We're playing Dark Knights with POE and MUNRO. But there's an episode of POE and MUNRO that brings us back into Dr. Dekker's office, and this is why we have similar music, similar background. So basically it's the adventures of the radio show host, Alice Munro. She's been put into an hypnotic state so she could visit one of her past lives. And during one of her past lives, she was a mental patient to Dr. Dekker. And she claims that she can read minds. You're not familiar with the franchise? Oh yeah, it's a series of FMV. They're not really that much accessible. They're only one tool of way of being accessible. Because the Dr. Dekker series of games are basically you ask question, but some of them are given by the game, and then they give you a choice to make your own custom questions, and the game would react to particular keywords, and you figure out what's going on with them. It was a very interesting game. The game let me get away with a lot of stuff, and that makes a lot of hilarious moments. But usually when you play this game, like, you have to, if you want to solve, because we're basically solving a murder, the murder of Dr. Dekker, and you're playing as his assistant, and you're questioning his patient, because most likely one of his patients done it. Or it was probably the secretary. Like, it had to happen during work. So it was either the patients who were there on that day or the assistant. So we interrogate them one at a time every day for a week, and then you gather up clues, and based on what you found, you find the culprit. But the game is made in a way that everybody could have been the culprit. It just depends on the clues, it depends on the questions that you ask and on the info that you found. Like, I managed to find one killer, and at the end I managed to cure 4 out of 5 of my patients. The other one was still delirious, even though my suspicions was not on that guy in particular. But he told me something, like there was, oh yeah, he had an opportunity to do it. Like, everybody has an opportunity to do it, everybody has a motive to do it. You just have to, based on the facts, you know? Pretty interesting. So it's in the same universe. Right now we're playing as radio hosts who are hosting a night show. So basically they take, it's happening between 8 and midnight. They basically they take interviews, or basically there's a segment Ask Me Anything. There's a segment of confession, anonymously, of course. There's a segment called Dreams and Nightmares, where people talked about their dreams and the significance of them. And one of them is Poe's Curiosity Shop. Like, if you ever witness something strange, something out of the ordinary, like any paranormal activities and stuff like that. So they all have different personas. Like, they have a radio character like Poe. That's not his real name. His real name is John Pope, but Poe sounds similar. And then we have Alice MUNRO, who's always cheerful, who always manage with her charisma to find the good side out of horrible events. Like, she's the glass half full kind of girl. So right now she's being into an hypnotic state, and we've been talking to one of her past life, and she's been witnessing a murder through mind reading.
Yeah. Angry sex. Or anger sex. I'd probably take either right now. Nisha was asking for it, wasn't she? I mean, if your partner's cheating on you, you murder their fling, right? Doctor, you'd recommend I'd kill someone? I'm pretty sure that's not in the rulebook. I think Jared killed Nisha.
Okay, so now I'm asking question about her, but since she can read my mind, I'm not asking questions in the form of words. It's basically icons in my head, and she figured it out. Because right now I'm clicking on an umbrella.
I told you about the Umbrella Man. She hated him. But in a lady doth protest too much kind of way. Maybe he killed her.
And then there's a picture of a washing machine. Because apparently that lady was killed in the dry cleaning from spinal cord rupture. Like, oddly enough, it was the mechanical part of the dry cleaner that killed her before the chemicals.
I saw Nisha's body in the machine. Her eyes were still open, crying blood. But I looked into them and there was peace. Nothing else. Just peace.
Oh, okay, so now there's a new symbol. Must be, this is a coffee cup, so this probably suggests a tea break.
I'm allergic to nuts.
He offers her coffee.
It's definitely normal milk.
Okay, so he offers her coffee, but it feels like it was almond milk. So she's asking, is that normal milk or almond milk? But now there's two icons. One is banana, and the other is a smiley face with starry eyes. So I'm gonna go with banana.
It's banana milk.
Safety girl.
Okay then.
She drinks. Take a sip.
Banana.
Oh, banana milk.
Monroe, you're back.
Yeah, banana is the safety word.
She's stuck between two lives.
Monroe. Monroe.
Monroe, listen to my voice. You can rest now.
Okay, she wakes up.
You can go in after her. Just sit down, please.
Is she gonna hypnotize him too?
How can I go in after her? I'd have to get in her brain.
I'm very good at what I do. Sleep.
He grabs his wrist and snap her fingers, and then boom.
There's a good boy.
So he's diving in. So what's he gonna be? Okay, so we're back with her. We can revisit the clues that we have so far, but there's a new one, which is an icon of an engagement ring linked together with another one.
You want to see my ring? What? Don't remember wearing one.
Oh shit, she does have one.
Shall I take it off?
I'll say yes.
There's something written inside it.
Ah.
Most extraordinary. Does it have an inscription?
4210 1 0 0 0.
What have I done? Okay, back inside of her brain. Can we revisit everything? Yeah. Well, not really. It's 4210100.
Jared, the Umbrella Man.
Yeah, let's talk about Jared.
He's weird. Like a spider. Sharon ducked under his umbrella that time, and his hands slithered around her body and kind of rested under her breast. Everyone knew he was touching it. Sharon just gave a weak smile and wriggled away. I tried to read his mind, but it was like a stereogram.
So picture of a spider web.
His facial expression didn't change. Nothing. It was like he was wrapping his arms around his prey. He didn't seem to be particularly enjoying touching her breast, just science.
Picture of 3D glasses.
Jared's mind was a mess of coloured dots that didn't make any sense. I never knew what he was thinking. Ever. There's only one other person I know that's like that.
Picture of a stethoscope, but probably Dr. Dekker. And then picture of a girl.
Yep. Dr. Dekker. His mind's also mush. I actually came here today to tell him that I don't want any more sessions.
Oh!
He creeps me out.
Yeah. Picture of the washing machine.
Jared quit after the murder. Well, so did I, to be fair. Well, I've kind of quit everything now.
Question mark.
You can't just think of a question mark. If you've got a question, let me have it.
Picture of a cat.
People get like this. Flustered when I can read their minds. Cat. I agree. Cat.
Picture of a tombstone.
I already said that Jared killed Nisha. Or something did. Do you believe in the supernatural?
Yes.
Jared killed Nisha. I don't think I'm safe here. I saw it happen, but I couldn't tell the police. They were in the back room, Jared and Nisha. They were kissing. And then she opened the door to the machine. She just got in. And Jared, he shut it. He didn't have fingers. He had...
Gloves?
I can't.
Stubs?
And the kiss. His tongue. It was a giant worm. And it just slithered from his mouth into hers. I tried to catch Nisha's eye. But it wasn't her. It took her over so quickly. It's thoughts I've seen. Doctor, I'm sorry, I need to go. I'm being ripped.
Yeah, there's a light flare coming out of her. Yeah, this is MUNRO.
Sorry.
Taking over. Everything's faced to white. I don't know if I would get flustered or if I would just think it was really cool to make it really my mind. Yeah. So both of them are sleeping. The madam smiles.
In an hour, you'll wake, as if from some deep sleep.
She waves a hand in front of their face. She took the wallet out of POE and something from MUNRO's purse.
That should cover it.
Yeah.
See myself out.
Ah, she was faking. She was a con. She got the info from the ring, that's probably a safe number or something, and then she took both of them wallets and then left.
On that note, here's a message from our sponsor that you're sure to enjoy.
Later.
Please, looking for Miss Baratsky. It's a shame she didn't stick around.
Was she even licensed?
She came highly recommended.
From who?
Herself, when she knocked on the door yesterday morning.
You let a complete stranger take over my body?
I didn't know what she was going to do.
I feel so violated. You can't even tell our listeners.
We were robbed. She literally took my wallet and your purse.
I know. That was everything I had.
And that wasn't all she took.
What else is gone?
My adoption papers.
Oh!
My adoption papers, Alice.
I didn't know you were adopted.
Well, I am. I'm not ashamed to say it.
Sorry, POE. I wasn't suggesting that.
It's unsettling when someone takes something so personal.
Just who does she think she is?
A past lives travel agent who robbed us whilst we were dreaming.
But it wasn't a dream. You were there. You and me.
Yes, just like Wizard of Oz. Maybe the reason the people looked familiar is because you made it all up yourself.
So, are we dreaming now or is this real? Can't tell anymore.
Want me to give you a squeeze?
No, this is real.
How can you be so sure?
Because in my dreams you're much more of a charmer.
And richer, I'd imagine.
Too soon, POE. Too soon. Next time on Dark Nights with POE and MUNRO. You're live on air, Line 1.
There was an animal in the road, howling, like a wolf.
He said it was a hairy animal.
Size of a man.
And the moon was full. We're going werewolf hunting.
I'm Casper Light. You have to stay away from Wolf Lane. I'm sorry. You have no idea what's at stake.
Dark Nights.
With POE and MUNRO.
Okay, so let's see my decisions. Safety first. 72% of the people picked the banana. 28% picked the clown. Thirsty work. 60% choose the cool drink of water. 40% choose the hot cup of coffee. ESP. 20% like me thought of waves. 18% choose the triangle. 59% choose a square. Capital punishment, you think murder should be punishable by death, like 59% of the votes. 41% choose people can change. Justice for all, you think rich people can get away with murder, 61%. You think rich people cannot avoid justice, 39%. Honest exchange, only 27% like me would pay someone to have sex with you, while 73% wouldn't pay someone to have sex with you. Collateral damage. You would murder your partner's fling, 44%, or you wouldn't murder your partner's fling, 56%. And spook. Oh, this one is pretty much 50-50. Do you believe in the supernatural? Yes, 49% like me. No, 51%. Interesting. And FYI, I'm gonna replay this again by choosing something else, see if there's a difference in the story. Probably not. Probably not in this episode in particular. But we'll see. Let's continue with the next episode. The Viki Studio presents Clemens Caring as John Poe. Leah Connard as Alice Munro. Vincent Gould as Casper, Joseph Beecham as Beck. Tim Cowles, director, Jordan Doyle's editor. Garrett Foy, soundtrack, I.C. Clarke, tile music. Created by Linda and Tim Cowles.
Dark Nights.
With Poe and Monroe.
Episode 5, Many Happy Returns.
Bless me, Father Poe, for I have sinned.
Again, Monroe? It's only been a week.
I know. I just can't stop myself.
Looking herself in the mirror from a...
I've been lustful.
Monroe, I'm shocked.
Lustful for our listeners and their dirty, dirty secrets. I just can't get enough of them.
Hear that, listeners? She's insatiable.
I really am.
You'd better not leave her hanging. Phone in now and tell us what naughty things you've been up to. In?
Confession booth.
Now remember, callers, no last names, no strings attached, and no consequences.
Anonymous, please.
Just call in to confess and let us absolve you of all of your sins.
It's cheaper than therapy.
And almost as effective.
This isn't blasphemous, is it, Monroe?
God, I hope not.
Excellent. Oh, we have a caller on line 1.
Line 1, you're through to the confession booth.
Hiya, it's me.
You're live on air, Line 1. What's your name?
Oh, Beck.
Welcome, Beck.
Spill forth the burning secrets of your tormented soul.
Yeah, keyword being almost.
What do you want to confess?
I, crashed my boss's car.
Oh no, Beck.
Oh no, that's terrible. Were you hurt?
No, but the car was, totaled. It was a Rolls.
Oh no, not a Rolls Royce.
I know! Yeah, it's really bad.
Well, how did it happen? Were you swerving to avoid something?
Yeah, there was an animal in the road. It was, really hairy. Must have been, a bear or something else, because it was huge.
Even in the quarry, it says in the bear. It's a bear. It's a wolf. Size of a man. Like some sort of werewolf. Okay, I'm gonna pick Monroe here.
What happened to the animal?
Oh, ran off. I don't think it was hurt, but I did hear howling.
Howling?
Yeah, like a wolf. Like, ow. Well, that was terrible, obviously, but like a wolf.
Wow, that sounds mysterious, doesn't it, Poe?
It does indeed.
Thank you for your confession, Beck.
Yes, thank you, Beck. It sounds like you're still traumatized by your experience, but I'm glad you weren't physically hurt. Father Poe says, you are forgiven.
Okay, you have played the quarry. I was just going to ask you if you had played that when we were getting across that in this episode. Yeah, well, personally I haven't played it, but I've seen enough people playing it to get an idea of the game and what can we do to, you know, save everyone. There is a way where you can save all the campers, or like save everyone except the head werewolf. Yeah, it is. It is. It's quite kind of campy, like the way the choices have been made are quite interesting. I understand why they wanted to put it away from the dark anthology stuff, but it felt like, I don't know, I didn't appreciate any of the campers. Like, I couldn't attach myself to any one of them. It's like, these fuckers, they all deserve to die. So it feels like, okay, it's like the game wrote them like that on purpose to say, like, if you accidentally kill them, you won't feel bad. But they're like very, very like B-rate horror movie. Like, at least they give us the opportunity to at least not act as dumb as they would, because that's the way you can save them. But if we let them to ourselves, I believe Object in Space made a point out of that. Like, he went to, when he finished the story, there was the director's cut edition, and basically you can give traits of character to all the characters and just leave them as it is and let it play along and see where they go. And some of the humor is like cringe, not gonna lie. It was nice to see some of that. Like, I believe the only guy I recognized from the whole list was Justice Smith from Detective Pikachu. Like, for his talent, he could have landed a better role for him. The rest is all, I was kind of distracted by sometime the mouth flaps was uneven. Like, for the girls especially, it was kind of caricatured. It's as if they have the data from their mouth, but they decided to tweak their face a little bit, but by doing so, the position of the mouth captures when they're doing the motion capture was desync, so it made for bigger mouths, like weird mouth flaps and stuff like that, and it kind of killed the realistic vibe of all that. Because they took real actors, but they're trying to, Photoshop their face to make them look like teenager or younger, like they would, or maybe turn them into different people altogether. But yeah, I'm still stuck with the goddamn jingle of pop pop peanut butter pop, pop pop put it in your mouth, pop. I don't know, man. I kind of like Dylan and Ryan myself, but that's just my opinion. The only one that really didn't care, Jacob. Yeah, Jacob was such a jerk. I agree. Ruined everything for everyone else. Like, come on. And there was a way he could have saved himself. Like, the piece of the car that we removed, he could have get it back, and it fell into the lake, and he wasn't able to get it back, and like, oh my god, it's lost. But there was an inconsistency when Dylan and what's her face, Caitlin, when they were in the junkyard, the car was totaled. But if they knew, okay, the little piece was missing, just take the piece from a working car and put it on the other car. No. That line only worked if Jacob caught the gas line. so we need a new car, because basically he just busted the engine permanently, so we need another functioning car. So that's the only way, like, okay, the car's been wrecked, it wouldn't make sense. Let's just change the stupid piece. Yeah, Dylan and Ryan has a nice chemistry, but it's like, wait, did you say a pack of bears? Herd of bears. Yeah, I heard of bears. Shut up. I need my cell phone. I need my music. I cannot leave without my cell phone. Anyway. Oh yeah. Speaking of celebrities, yeah, the celebrities on the campers, there was only Justice Smith. But on the hunters, there was David Arquette and there was Sam Raimi's brother. I forgot his name. I remember him now. Yeah, he was good. I guess Sam. I guess I like Sam. Cause she was action girl. She had last girl energy, like the one who survived. I don't think I could say this much better. I saw a commercial say it, but when you're in a horror movie or horror game, you make them decisions. It's just what you do. Yeah. Alright, let's continue.
And we'll be back for more confessions after this message.
Well, that was kind of strange, wasn't it, Poe?
Yes, although I get the feeling he was angling for something.
Really? Seemed genuine to me. You don't think...
She grabs a book with butterflies on it.
I suspect he was trying to make us think the same thing.
He said it was a hairy animal.
The size of a man.
And the moon was full. You don't think there could be werewolves in August, do you?
It does seem unlikely.
Poe, you're not going to believe this, but there's a full moon tonight. Maybe we should leave early and check it out.
Don't you have other plans? It's your birthday tomorrow.
I wasn't planning on having an early night.
Let me call Gwendolyn. Welcome back, listeners. This is Dark Nights with Poe.
And MUNRO.
And we're in the confession booth.
The confession booth.
Line 2, you're through to Father Poe.
Bless me, Father Poe, for I have sinned.
What is your name, child?
Casper.
And what dark anguish burns your mortal soul, Casper?
He means, what would you like to confess?
Nothing. There's actually something else I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
Off the air.
Well, you'll have to wait a little while, Casper, until after the show.
Well, I could wait until then, but that might not give you enough time.
Time for what?
To save yourself.
Okay, so now I can choose to push the book button or not. I don't know what it is. There's Mixcast. Like, it's a tablet. I don't understand the symbols well. Maybe you want to cut to commercial. Anyway, I'm gonna check.
I don't know how long you've been listening to our show, but if you're trying to play a game of cat and mouse, just know it's been done before. Much better.
You talking about Frankie? That was brilliant. I was totally hooked.
What is it you wanted to tell us, Casper?
Don't go to Wolf Lane.
We're not going to Wolf Lane.
Well, we might be. The werewolf, remember?
Yes, you are. But you shouldn't.
And why is that, Casper?
Because it will be the last time anyone sees you.
Why?
I can't give details. but something bad will happen if you go to Wolf Lane tonight.
You know, if you want us to take you seriously, perhaps elaborate on the something bad will happen bit.
There's a billion other places you could go, and I'm just asking you to avoid one. But if you have a death wish, go to Wolf Lane.
Am I gonna cut him off the air? Ah, fuck it.
Well, thank you, Casper, but I don't think you've quite grasped the concept of the... Well, we're certainly putting the dark in dark nights tonight, August.
Maybe we should stop taking calls.
Nonsense, Munro. What would this show be without the heady mix of terror and titillation provided by our...
Well, this radio host has been titillated enough for one night, which is good, because it's time for Betty Buys. Sweet dreams, August. Thank you for listening.
Yes, and remember, don't have...
nightmares.
With Poe and Monroe.
So what do you think?
Choosing Alice?
I think it's only a matter of time before Casper tries to kill us.
He's just an attention seeker.
So am I. I'm not trying to kill anyone, though.
So, what do you want to do about it?
I don't know. He didn't really threaten us, so probably doesn't warrant getting the police involved.
Are you sure?
No. I just wish... I wish we could have one simple, uneventful, boring night.
I don't think you'd like boring, Miss Monroe.
You're right. Which is why we're going werewolf hunting.
Casper didn't put you off?
No. Telling me not to do something makes me want to do it twice as hard.
Really? Well, definitely don't do the whistle swinger again.
You like the whistle swinger, don't you?
No.
Even if it's twice as hard?
We're not going to make it out of here if you keep talking like that.
So they're leaving.
You really think we can see werewolves?
It would be foolish to rule it out altogether. I know it's almost your birthday, but, well, a full moon waits for no man.
Or werewoman.
Exactly.
I guess it could be romantic. You and me, huddled in the car, looking at the stars. They say Wolf Lane's the best place in August for stargazing.
The whistle swinger. I'm not sure what they mean. Mind you, this is made from an European studio, so like they all have a British accent. But okay, let me check whistle swinger under the Urban Dictionary. A sexual act in which the female participant, wearing nothing but a whistle around her neck, gyrates her body such that the whistle swings in a circular motion during sexual intercourse. The radio host from the town of August performed the whistle swinger using the whistle found on Headmistress Humber's desk. This is from June 3rd, 2020. When you cheat on your wife with your radio co-host, whistle swinger. When you cheat on your wife with your radio co-host in the boot, whistle swingers. When you're cheating on your husband/wife with your radio co-host in the boot. Damn, I didn't know this radio job would lead me to be a whistle swinger. Yeah, it's all a reference to the game, but basically, yeah. I don't know why it's necessarily about a whistle. But yeah. I want to check where is August. There's Augusta in the US. There's an August in California. In San Joaquin County. But everybody speaks English. When I'm doing a search, besides that, it's probably a fictional location. Yeah, it feels like a secluded forest town.
Do they?
There's hardly any light pollution.
That must be why the werewolves like it.
Okay, I'm gonna choose.
Happy birthday, my love.
It's not my birthday yet.
You're such a tease, Munro.
It's only teasing if I don't follow through.
Oh, the guy pointing a gun at them. This must be Casper.
You don't need to do that. It's not a hold-up.
I beg to differ.
This is for your own protection.
Who are you?
I'm Casper Light. I'm...
From the show. You just called into our radio show.
Oh no. I must have come back again.
Are you okay?
Oh.
No.
Is he the werewolf?
This means I've already failed.
What is it you want exactly?
He's shaking.
I work for a company called Coit Industries. They do experimental stuff.
A scientist?
No, I'm Eminem.
The rapper?
Mishaps and malfunctions.
Eminem.
Messes. I'm here to save you.
Save us from what?
Disassembly. You have to stay away from Wolf Lane.
We're not going to Wolf Lane. You told us not to when you called, so we're going straight home. Isn't that right, Munro?
Yeah. I'm so tired.
See,
Oh, she's
there's no
faking.
need for any of
That wasn't convincing at all.
Please, put the gun down.
I'm sorry. You have no idea what's at stake. Don't try it. It always ends badly.
Oh, he has a crazy eyes face.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I pick scissor. Paper! Random factor. I win.
Gun.
Give me the gun. And we're leaving.
Alice.
They grab their coats and they leave. They leave him behind! Do they have locks in the studio?
The guy was crazy, Poe. Maybe he was on drugs. Maybe he heard us talking about Wolf Lane on the show and thought he'd have some fun.
It's already early morning.
Besides, you said the police will pick him up. It's not like he's gonna follow us here.
Well, he definitely knows where we're going. Maybe we shouldn't be out here on our own.
You're not afraid of werewolves, are you?
I didn't have you down as the werewolf hunting type either.
I like to keep you on your toes. Which reminds me. A chocolate. That won't
Thermos.
take a while.
When did you have time to make this?
During the last break.
But that was before the call-in.
What else did I bring? Let me see. Wine?
White wine and a pajama.
Don't drink and drive, Monroe.
No, silly. That's for after.
After?
I might have something planned.
Oh, for her birthday.
Is this whole thing a ruse?
I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
Oh, they're about to kiss. But Castor's outside.
I call the police.
Wait. Maybe we should talk to him.
Are you insane?
Well, the gun was fake.
How do you know?
Yeah, of course.
My point is, I don't think he's trying to hurt us. He thinks he's genuinely trying to help.
A moment ago, you were calling him crazy. I... Do what you feel you must.
Okay, I'm gonna choose lowering the window.
You can't be here.
Wait, what?
Poe's already called the police. They're looking for you. Go home, Casper.
You know who I am?
You're kidding, right?
Please, I'm trying to save your life. I'm gonna open this door now, and you're gonna save all of us.
Lock it, Alice. Lock it.
I'm trying. Oh, I have to hold it. Ah, okay, I have to mash it. I didn't know that. It wasn't precise. Anyway, lock or unlock? Fuck.
I did warn you.
Now's not the time, Poe.
I just worry that you're so gullible.
For one day believing that you'll leave your wife for me.
Oh, he did say that, but he never followed through. Okay.
So, there are no werewolves?
No. They're partying with August vampires.
And you paid Beck to call in?
No. I told him it was an audition.
But why?
I needed to give you a reason to stay.
And Casper?
Nothing to do with me.
So yeah, they look like there are some bedroom.
I'm supposed to surprise you.
You did. Just not in a good way.
It's barely started. You've got the whole day to look forward to.
She grabs his thigh. He looks at the door. Looks at her. Yeah, let's choose her.
You really want me to stay?
Isn't it obvious?
Then I'll stay.
He grabs her hand.
I will leave her one day.
Oh, what turned you into such a monster?
Gwendolyn is lovely. Gwen, she's not so nice.
Because she's unfaithful?
I only caught her that once. Well, Virginia caught her.
Virginia's 12.
She was 9. Gwen never apologized. Gwen gave up her career. Gwen gave up her youth.
Gwen sleeps around.
And so do I now.
Do you still love her?
Yes. More wine, Monroe?
Hit me.
They already drank some wine. He's gonna refill her cup.
It's 8 o'clock. And this is your August update.
A broken gas pipe on Wolf Lane caused an explosion
She has new hair.
that claimed the life of entrepreneur Venice Pavel. 29-year-old Miss Pavel was the newly appointed CEO of Intervine Futures, a company whose breakthrough research in quantum mechanics promised consumer teleportation within the next 5 years. The weather tonight will be clear and dry with highs of 12 and lows of 8.
And that's your August update. A gas leak on Wolf Lane.
We need to check these updates before we go live.
That could have been us.
I'm not sure that I believe any of that.
You think Casper caused the explosion?
Probably. He just didn't want us on his conscience.
Why? Why not kill all of us?
I don't have a crystal ball or time machine. I don't know.
Teleportation. Miss Pavel was competition.
He said he was saving us.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe Miss Pavel wouldn't have been at Wolf Lane if we'd been there.
Or if we'd have been there, we'd have saved her.
Well, August police can deal with all of that now.
August police need to outsource.
Good thinking. And your brain is as big and wonderful as your heart.
Grab something from the cabinet. It's a little box.
You shouldn't have.
Is that a necklace? Yes. With a little heart. It's a heart necklace. Puts it around her neck.
Hurry.
There's some sort of purple gem.
First caller. Line 1, you're on the air.
Okay, that's sweet.
Time on Dark Nights with Poe and MUNRO.
Welcome back to Radio August Treasure Hunt, sponsored by August Museum.
Good news, MUNRO only has one more capsule to plant.
Don't worry, you'll not be hungry for much longer.
If you can fall out of love, we can fall out of here.
She doesn't want you to get out. She wants to eat souls.
Oh, it's the little girl.
With Poe and MUNRO.
It's that little girl from Shapeshifting Detective, the creepy girl. Okay, so our decisions, many happy returns. Deadly Sin. Okay. Apparently there were two choices between Deadly Sins. It wasn't clear what I picked, but apparently we picked Lust for 26%. The other choice was Vanity for 74%. Then when we tell me more, 32% let MUNRO lead back. And that's what we did. And 68% let Poe question back. Hail Mary, 18%, that was us. You caught Casper's call. Of course we did. And 82% kept Casper on the line. First fight. Oh, fist fight. Oh, it's a 50-50. Well, of course. Since we won rock, paper, scissors. So, okay. Okay, so it was a split decision to win the rock paper scissors. We won with 49. Most people lost at 51. But when it comes to choosing what first, 47% choose rock first, 28% choose paper first, and I'm in the minority with 25% choosing scissor first, and that gave me the first win. Then we have hot stuff, which is 36% choose the wine and 64% choose the 90. And then on Wolf Lane, we talked to Casper, 80%, and 20% phone the police. And the all-night thing, you choose to stay at the hotel with MUNRO, 79%. Or 21% choose to leave MUNRO alone at the hotel. Okay, so we chose 79% of people chose to stay. So we were at a hotel. We weren't at her home. Okay, interesting. But yeah, our wife cheated on us 3 years ago, and we've been considering ever since fooling around with MUNRO if we're gonna get in a real relationship or not. You would have picked Scissor too? You say Scissor has the most moves? 2 moves, whereas the others only have 1. What do you mean the Scissor has the most chance of winning because it has 2 moves? Because it's hard to foresee in advance by the way the guy moves his hands what he's gonna take. It's true that Scissor requires the more brain power to make the movement of the scissors. I admit. Sometimes when I play rock, paper, scissors, I do my scissor with 2 fingers stuck together. Like, you can see when I do that, it's basically me changing from paper to scissor last minute. And if I'm too indecisive, you stick with rock. But there's no way, unless you're a seasoned player, that you can read from the body language what he's gonna play. So, alright, let's do next episode. Is it the last one? I'm just gonna check the number of episode. Yeah, it's the last one. So after that, we're gonna redo the episode by changing, doing opposite decisions. See if it's changed anything in the story. If not, we're gonna end it there. So let's continue. Leah Connard as Alice Munro. Clemens Kearing as John Poe. April Moon as Henrietta. Peter Bevelstache as Toombs. Rachel Slows as Rose. Rick Romero as Jones. Joe Mann as Icy. Jessica's Jazz. Oh, there's lots of players on this one. Ellie Daz as Q. There's a lot of characters in this game, in this episode. I couldn't read all the roles, sorry.
Dark Nights.
With Poe and Monroe.
It started with a wish. So, what did you say? My brother taught me how to play when I was very small, probably about 5 or 6. Not 2 moves, but I don't know, I always pick scissors. You always pick scissors, okay. Whoops. Uh-oh. I'm gonna replay the episode. No. From the beginning. When I pause there, I make the episode skip. Oops. So that will give me an opportunity to read the cast that I didn't have time to read. Can I pause here? Yes, I can. Okay. But I can't read if I pause. So, Rick Romeo as Jones, Peter Revel Walsh as Toombs, okay. Joe Ma as AC, Jessica Kinghorn as Jazz, Barry Aldridge as Caller 2, Jesse Cox as Arvin, David Holm as Eric, Bobby Sinclair as... Okay. Not enough time still. There's like 3 more people.
Dark nights.
With Poe and MUNRO.
Inside of a museum, we see bones, fossils, animal head, Buddhist statue. A man is standing between all those. Oh, it's Poe. In front of the little girl trapped inside of a painting.
Extraordinary.
What is it?
A wish, you say? Let me think.
Okay, choose left. Love fool.
I wish that Alice Munro never stops loving me.
So there was an image of her with a ring on her.
Your wish is granted.
How does it work? It's magic, isn't it?
There's a guy standing behind him.
Some kind of sensor.
Go on. Ask it something.
Okay. What time is it?
The equinox.
Huh. I believe it is.
Sometimes she's cryptic.
How about this then, Rose? What's the square root of 1,296?
She's confused. I'll do a reboot.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's wonderful. I'm sure August will love it.
Museums aren't what they used to be, Poe.
No. They're much rarer than ever before.
Too kind. Let me get those prizes for you.
Of course. Happy to help.
Okay, so they're gonna do some sort of.
Let's call it payment for that wish.
Yes. Munro will be pleased with my wish.
That guy does a weird smile. 36. So it is. No. Fucking right. It took some time for her to calculate it, but yeah, the square roots of 1,296 is 36. Oh, fucked. Okay, it unskipped. Are there sound? Monroe's outside. She's trying to find a way where she could hide her capsule. Oh, you get to try a chainmail suit. Ooh, nice. A real live one? Was it very heavy? I think I wore some chainmails too. It was replicas, but it was made out of aluminum rings. But still, it felt heavy, like 20 pounds. Okay, I'll take the left one.
I'm so tired. I could be watching reruns of Moonlighting right now.
Okay, she puts the capsule next to a
Treasure
tree.
buried. Remind me why this is my job again?
You have smaller fingers than me, Munro, and you can get into smaller spaces.
So it's nothing to do with you having the warm, cozy studio then?
Absolutely not. How many capsules to go?
Puts it in the
I'm
pocket.
getting paid for this.
It's marketing, Munro. Promoting the museum makes us look good.
I suppose any publicity is good publicity. I've got one left.
Good work, Munro. Going live in 3, 2... Welcome back, listeners. Good news. Munro only has one more capsule to plant.
That's right, Poe. I'm almost done. And then our listeners can start trying to find them.
Yes, Thanks to the generosity of August Museum, you could find a buried treasure. Tell them what's in the capsules, Munro.
Only the best treasure of all, Poe. A free family ticket to August Museum.
And that's not all. One lucky capsule has a secret treasure in it, hidden by the curator himself.
I wonder what that is, Poe.
I'm gonna pick the bread.
Perhaps it's edible, like fine caviar.
Great. I've been hiding fish eggs.
Did one of them feel different to the others, Munro?
No, not really.
Well, handle them carefully, in case they open a portal to another world.
Could do with one.
Okay then, sounds like Munro is getting a little frosty. Time for these words from our sponsors. Remember, Munro, if you speak with a smile, people know you're smiling.
I'm gonna choose our mouth.
I hate you. Does that sound happy?
Actually, yes, it does. You can tell what shape your mouth is in.
Dehydrated.
She sticks her tongue out to try to look at her. She looks at the time capsule, wondering what's inside.
This last one, Poe.
But we're supposed to be hiding all 10.
I know, but we could give it away live on air.
I suppose. Okay. Bring it back with you then.
On my way.
Welcome back, listeners. It's time to find the treasure, get the geocaching app, search for hashtag Poe and Munro, no spaces, and join the hunt. If you see Munro, tell her dinner's in the dog.
Because you cooked it.
I'm an exceptional cook. Munro, on the other hand, burns everything.
Like our friendship.
Sorry, Munro. You know I love you, really. Let's have a little break whilst Munro gets back to the studio.
Good luck, August.
Yes, good luck.
Yeah? Some sort of scavenger hunt? At least the capsule are geolocationable.
Not be hungry for much longer.
The guy was the curator was talking to the painting, by the way.
Sorry about the mood. It just felt lonely.
You're not alone, Alice. You've got me.
I don't know, do I?
Of course you do. You know how much I care for you.
And your wife?
It's complicated, you know that.
The thing is, I'm not sure it is.
What are you saying?
Nothing. I'm just tired, I guess.
What we have is special. The most special thing.
And your marriage?
It's Schrodinger's marriage. I'm simultaneously married and not married at the same time.
Schrodinger's marriage.
No, Poe, you're married. There's a piece of paper that states exactly where you are at this current point in time.
Alice, we're going live.
Let me.
3, 2...
Welcome back to Radio August Treasure Hunt, sponsored by August Museum. Earlier today, I placed 9 capsules in and around town for you lovely listeners to find, and one of them was sealed by the curator himself. Find that capsule and you'll win a hot dinner date with me, Alice Munro.
Wow.
Munro, that's... What if it's a girl?
Don't care.
I hadn't thought about that. I would love that, actually.
Did you mean hot dinner as in the food is hot? Or a hot date?
You know what it meant.
I suppose that depends on who wins, doesn't it, Poe?
Astounding.
Hot date or hot dinner date?
A dinner date with the first person who finds the curator's capsule. Good luck, I suppose.
Oh, and spoiler alert, I wasn't that great at hiding them. Finding them should be easy.
Much like getting a date with you, then.
Ouch.
Try and find it yourself, Poe.
But I already have so much of you already, Monroe.
Well, look. We have our first caller.
Alright, let's pick it.
Hello, it's Eric. Eric Planner.
Hello, Eric. What's happening?
Oh my god. Hi, Monroe.
Hi, Eric.
I am such a big fan.
Oh, I'm
She's
doing
trying
my
to get him
best
jealous.
but you can't see it.
I found a capsule.
Which one?
Outside the doctor's surgery, underneath the bench.
That's one of ours. Crack it open, Eric, and let us know what's inside.
Okay.
Well, while Eric's trying to work out what he's won, tell us more about the doctor's surgery, Monroe.
Okay. It's a general practice.
And that's it.
But I'm sure it's very nice.
Where do you go?
I haven't needed to see a doctor since I got to August. I'm more of a holistic girl anyway.
Okay, let's put a pin in that then. I wonder how Eric's doing.
Eric? Eric, what did you find?
Eric?
I can't hear anything, Poe.
Uh-oh.
Maybe his phone ran out of battery.
No.
Shall we take the next one?
Next caller.
You're live on Radio August.
I love you, Monroe.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I love you too, whoever that guy is. No.
Sure, if you find the Curator's Prize.
I'm at the railway crossing. I'm opening the capsule now.
Dud.
What was that?
Sounds like he dropped the phone.
Oh no.
They'll be back on in a minute.
No.
Don't you tell us about the railway station while we wait.
Of course. August Railway Station was built in 1936 by the Thomas More Clay and Brick Company. The very first train route was between Birmingham and August.
Birmingham.
In between.
Ah, you see? Now we have a clue. If it's a train station between Birmingham and August, they are on the northern part of England. Used to do scavenger hunts all the time when I was little. I would usually find what I was supposed to find in one time. We did one on Christmas time. My school and I won 4 prizes that day. Great! Why do I get the feeling that every capsule has a dinner date thing and everyone's going to die? Now, I think the joke is none of them has the dinner date capsule thing and everyone is going to die. Or rather, I have a feeling that the way the curator phrased it, they're going to be trapped inside the painting along with the girl. And the painting is going to feast on them.
"5 years ago, because, quite frankly, not many people wanted to come to August.
Did I ever say that you're a know-it-all?
Not live on air, but I'll take a compliment anywhere it's served.
Oh, I don't think caller 2 is coming back.
2 in a row. If we lose 3 callers, that's a record.
Well, there is one on the line.
Should I take it? Ah, fuck it. Oh, I can open the capsule right now. No, you know what? Fuck it, I'll open the capsule.
And we'll be back on the hour with the next August update.
Until then, stay safe, August.
And don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Oh dear.
I don't like the sound of that.
I just remembered I made a wish today.
What did you wish for?
It was trivial. I honestly...
Oh, okay. Okay, now I'm connecting the dots. The curator said consider it as payment for your wish. So the people are getting abducted so that Poe would get MUNRO by himself.
Did it have anything to do with these capsules?
The curator did say something about the capsules being payment for the wish.
And you're telling me this now?
It just seemed like a little bit of fun at the time. The painting was talking.
You made a wish with a talking painting.
Now you're saying it, that does sound a little suspicious, doesn't it?
You think?
Maybe I should go and see the curator again.
I want to see what's in the capsule.
Monroe, it could be dangerous.
That's my middle name, honey.
She opens it. Yeah, both of them are trapped in the painting.
Where are we, Poe?
I don't know. But wherever we are, it looks pretty old. I wonder why we're here.
What did you wish for?
Tell her.
Ah, yes.
Go on.
I wished that you'd never stop loving me.
Hello, Miss Monroe. Mr. Pope.
Oh, it's Rose.
Is your wish?
Are you Rose? Where are we?
We're here.
That's funny, Rose. Where's here?
En ninguna parte.
Nowhere.
Can you let us out, please?
No. You must love him. Forever.
Whoa.
Let us out, or you're getting a smack, young lady. Pope?
Don't risk it. We need to work out what's going on.
Adios, amigos.
We tried to get to her and she disappeared.
How do we get out?
I don't think we're meant to, Alice. This is my wish.
Well, it's not my wish. How do I get out?
Maybe there's something we can use in this room.
She stretches while he's looking for what's...
What are you looking for?
I don't know.
There's a piano, there's a sofa, there's a love seat. There's an antique hearth. There's some sort of seashell. A small conch. There's something on the left. I don't know what it is. There's a candle. Oh, is that a Buddhist bowl? Oh.
That sounds lovely.
It's supposed to be relaxing. To help you meditate.
Yeah, you bang it and you turn it around to keep the sound going. No, like a foyer. Like hearth. H-E-R-T-H. I'll try the candle.
Maybe if we set fire to the place, she will set us free.
That's not really an experiment I'd be into. She'd probably just let us burn.
Well, that would be one way out.
Okay, I'll go with the seashell.
Do you remember Huntington Beach?
Yeah. You refused to go into the sea or take off your shoes.
And as a consequence, I got shoes full of sand.
You should take my advice more often.
Hindsight's 20/20, Monroe.
Didn't see this coming.
She bumped him on the head with something.
I'm so sorry. So sorry.
What happened?
I thought if I hit you over the head, Rose would see that I didn't love you anymore and it would break the wish.
I think I see where you're coming from.
But when you crumpled to the floor, I felt so bad.
Yes, perhaps didn't think that went quite far enough through.
I'm so sorry, John. Are you okay?
I'm fine, Alice. Just let me get to my feet.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. You can stay here.
But I don't want you to fall, Poe. I'll be right behind you.
Yes, that's what I'm afraid of. You can stay here, okay?
Okay.
I think you may actually be onto something there, MUNRO.
I am?
The wish. We need to break it.
How do we do that?
You have got to stop loving me.
Who said I loved you anyway?
I'm being serious, Alice. If you can fall out of love, we can fall out of here.
So, you're just going to hurl insults at me?
Not necessarily. I can undermine our relationship pragmatically.
It's already working.
Hold that thought.
There's alarm clock on the foyer. There's a ancient vase.
I've cheated on my wife before, you know.
No, I did not know that. Why don't you enlighten me?
I sleep with all my co-stars.
Wasn't one of them a guy?
I sleep with all my co-stars.
Yeah. Of course you do.
What's this? Oh, it's for going back. Oh no. Let's continue. Alarm clock.
Have I ever told you how stunning you look, MUNRO?
Where are you going with this poem?
Just what happens when we get older.
Retirement?
I'm not sure I can love you as much when your looks go.
I know you're being mean deliberately, Poe.
Looks like a chandelier.
Are you a gold digger, MUNRO?
Oh, a candlestick.
What money do you have?
Made of gold.
So you're interested in how wealthy I am?
No.
There's nothing here. On the table set, there's a basket of fruit, there's a pen, there's a card with a cat on it.
Alice, why can't you be more clever?
Because I swapped intelligence for modesty.
So you're not very modest either.
Funny.
Let's pick the bowl of fruit.
I lied about Mother's trick to get rid of memories.
That's okay. You were comforting me.
No, I just wanted you to shut up.
Are you enjoying this?
Yes.
Please stop this.
No, this is it, MUNRO. Get angry. Hate me.
I do hate you, you bastard!
Silence! No more talking till I say. I'll kill both of you. Over and over again.
She has a weird smile. He asks her to be silent with his finger. Sits on the piano. She didn't say we couldn't play music.
She didn't say we couldn't sing.
This isn't real. It's not a thing.
That's the tone.
Practicing. There's something I've been keeping.
That's the song of the menu.
I'm not the man you dreamed I am. There's bodies in the basement.
The basement.
I take my life before I leave my wife. There's no escaping.
Oh. They're back in the studio. It worked. Yeah, she was sad and she shakes her head. So yeah, basically he confessed that he has skeletons in the basement and he would rather see him kill himself than leave his wife. And that broke her heart. So it's like a way of saying, we're never gonna be together, forget about it. It's never gonna work out.
A painting.
Yes, we had the same dream.
Maybe there were chemicals in the capsules.
Yes. That caused a joint hallucination that lasted much longer than the time we've been away.
Do you think all the capsules are the same?
Probably. You go and get the remaining capsules. I'll visit the curator.
He grabs her hand.
You're so mean to me.
Sorry, Munro. Let's just go quickly whilst we still can.
What did I choose? I choose left. Okay. She's outside. Picking the capsule where she left them. No, one of them is gone already. No, they're being found because they were not very well hidden. She looks at the sky.
Sorry, August.
Sorry.
Oh, Rose is out.
Rose?
Miss me?
How are you here?
This whole place. It's my prison.
Where are the others?
I ate them.
No. No, you didn't.
You looking for this?
Shows a capsule.
I'm gonna leave now.
He makes me eat them.
Huh?
I'm just a little girl.
She throws the capsule. I'm trying to grab it. Okay, I caught it. It's already open. There's a paper inside. She looks back. The girl's gone. Later that night,
2 residents of August have been reported missing.
Both were listeners looking for our geocached capsules.
The remaining capsules have been recovered and are in police custody. We'll have live updates as and when they come in.
In related news, a man posing as the curator of August Museum is also wanted for questioning by the police.
He's potentially dangerous, so do not approach him.
Curator Jones is described as tall, dark, and mysterious.
Sounds like you, Poe.
Don't give people the idea it was me.
Sorry. No, I can vouch for Poe's whereabouts last night. And most nights, actually.
Should we tell them what happened, Munro?
I'm not sure they're ready.
Ah yes, let's take a quick break now then, shall we? Ellis, ratings. You can't say things like that on air.
Is that all you care about? Ratings?
No. I thought that's what you cared about. Being a star, turning Radio August into your platform.
That's not me, Poe.
I care about you. Whatever you want.
You care about me? Care.
I'm scared, Munro.
Of what?
If I take it back, if that stupid wish somehow comes true again.
That's just convenient, isn't it?
We should have stayed in that room. Just the two of us.
What about the missing people?
They're missing. The police will find them.
Or not.
They won't, Poe. And I feel responsible. We're both responsible.
You don't know what happened. Just some delusion.
Well, I'm gonna help look. Are you coming with me? Or do you just care about Radio August?
Okay, I'm gonna select Ellis.
You. I always choose you.
So he leaves and she follows him. So they leave the radio.
Where to, Munro?
Adventure, Poe. Always adventure.
Okay, so they left the studio and they're going on a car. Does that mean that they quit the radio show? Thank you for playing. Directed by Tim Cowles. Violet, Aisling that. Quentin, Andre LeQuaint, Arietta, April Moon, Miss Clay, Ashley Cole, Millicent, okay, Wes Murray, Dallas, Ingrid Evans, Madame Baratsky, Laura Montooms, Peter Revelash, Rose, Jones, Rick Romero, Casper Joe, guest voiceover, Frankie, Beck, Icy, Jazz, Caller 2, Arvin, Eric, Eddie, Queenie, Elena, Q. Oh! So we stopped at 2, but if I could kept having color, there would have been more casualties. Oops! So yeah, produced by the Vicky Studio 2020, the Vicky Studio Limited. So this is a 2020 game.
Dark Knight.
With Poe and Monroe.
So, the decision. True fan. You wish with your heart, 39%. Some people wish with their head, 61%. Capsule content, you choose the sandwich, 32%. Or you choose the drink, 68%. Monroe gets sassy. Monroe talks back to Poe, 55%. Monroe gives Poe the finger, 45%. Wow. Can't stop. You choose to take all 9 calls, 26%. You stop taking calls, 74%. I could have taken all the 9 calls. Wow. All 9 casualties. Whoops. You went to look for capsule with Monroe, 58%. You went to see the curator with Poe, 42%. Butterfingers, you caught a capsule, 75%. You didn't catch a capsule, 25%. Freeze or fight. You tried to grab Rose, 58%. Or you stood your ground, 42%. And playing it safe, you sang to outwit Rose, 87%. Or you talk in spite of Rose, 13%. Oh, okay. So we finished the story.